for Varsity Rocket League between Leyden High School and George Washington High School. I am Cora. I'm the Director of Esports over at Illinois Wesleyan, as well as one of the directors of the IHSEA. I stepped back this year, but formerly, Rocket League was my main thing. And so this should become a bit familiar for me. Tonight we're in production. We have Andy Mendez from Naperville North High School and Heartland Community College. Thank you so much. And we should be getting underway pretty soon. Andy, make sure you message the team saying go, and then we should be ready to go. Awesome. So, Leyden and George Washington, two really good schools in the season. I remember G-Wash being one of the better ones out there. We're getting away pretty soon, and in we go. Kickoff goes the way of, I want to say George Washington initially. I can't see any of the names. What V do you have on? There we go. So Leyden is red and G-Wash is blue. G-Wash takes up the field and takes it right back. They're going to take it down to the Leyden zone, get a free shot and goal. Sam will go around the defenders and get a free goal for George Washington. So really well played around for Sam, dribbling on the defenders and keep them off guard and just tipping it around them immediately. Quick goal for George Washington, so Leyden can respond. Kickoff goes upfield. Leyden cannot find anything quite yet. Gonna bounce back there, and not a freestyle. Has to go way high for it. He's gonna punch into the enemy team, but it will get stopped by Krubis. Not a freestyler. He has to defend this, and he does. Figs will stop it as well. Figs controlling the corner and has no boost. He cannot go for it, so Pone has to go for it as well. Kick off the corner. He will not get the double tap, but he wanted it to. Sam kicking it way high in the air. But Leyden making a counterattack. Figs stops it in its place, though, down in midfield. Leyden controls up the wall. Go for the dribble and the freestyle. Cannot get anything out of it. Going back and forth across midfield. No one getting too many advantages here, but the punt out of the way on Leyden's players will set up for George Washington. No goal out of that. Not a freestyler. Lost control of the ball a bit. And George Washington takes advantage and brings it up the field again. I would appreciate having player names on, please. I can't tell who's who. And Krubis takes it up immediately, and there we go. So, that's not how this works. Whatever. So, 1-1. 3.5 minutes left. It's their best of fives. Reminder, this will be the last match of the regular season. These two teams are really tightly contested. In fact, you can see a lot of aerial play this game. Krubis goes up, and the demo goes on not a freestyler. Washington's in a good spot for it. It gets directed out of the way by Leyden. And they have the advantage. On the offensive goes Leyden, and the tip will not get it. Mini's bot will not get anything. Figs takes it back up the field now and will get stopped at midfield. Actually, he's going to go for it. Not a freestyle, has to defend, and he misses. But it's going to go sailing wide. Sam can't find anything either. Oh, the bounce backboard might be something. Passing to a teammate, but no one's home except Pone is crossing the field. Goes Pone. And G-Wash takes their second goal. Really well played passing play by George Washington to make sure that they were getting it where they needed to be. Crossfield again. Figs off the ceiling, gets the double touch, but he misses ever so slightly, and he cannot quite get the goal. Not a freestyler. Kicks it towards his teammates down center field, but George Washington is there, and Pone controls it. Pone going up. He has the freestyle potential. He's going to get stopped, though, by not a freestyler. And Leyden putting on a very solid defensive showing. Stopping him in their tracks right now. Pone kicks it up. Cannot find anything. He's going too wide, and not a freestyler has a chance to control, but he has no boost, and he gets taken back by George Washington. Going up is Leyden. They cannot find anything out of this. Man, they're getting stopped so fast trying to make any potential happen downfield. But that's the setup for George Washington. Pone has to come in fast. Pone will just barely tap it and stop it from going into his own net. Off the ceiling, goes for the touch immediately. Sam takes it from him. Kicks it off the corner, set up for a teammate, passing play, but no one's there. Figs tries to take it across the net now and cannot get anything from it. Sam kicking it up. Figs there for the pass. And he gets stopped by not a freestyler. Bouncing off the wall are both teams trying to kick it to someone who's out of position. Wesleyan will get the stop. Not Wesleyan. Jeez, I'm talking the wrong team here. I'm going crazy. Casting last night, too. We see the opposing team get a huge goal here, and Leyden gets a 2-2 tie. Just forcing it. They're making room that there's normally to be had. Owen can't find anything off of that. Leyden going forward as well, but they're going to kick it downfield and be a huge setup, but Pone gets to stop. Kuba's caught in the opposing net. Has to get out, but he's only there right in time for not a first time to take it across the field, kick it off the wall, go for a pass play with a freestyle instead, actually. Kicks it over 2 players, but does not get the third, and Sam stops him. Minia's bot now has to go for it, and he cannot get there fast enough. Not a freestyler kicks it up now, and he misses the freestyle. Back and forth we go. Both teams making a lot of chances happen, but no one taking these. It's tied 2-2 with 30 seconds left in game 1. The stop in midair is Leyden, and the bump out of the way, but Figs will get blocked by not a freestyler. Minia's bot. Not going to get anyone either. Go with the fake, actually. Kick it off the wall, but he has no boost to work with. And Pone will take that advantage and kick it right back. Pone gets the demo on Kubis and sets it up for his teammates for a net, but his teammates cannot capitalize on either. Sam gets bumped by his own team. Kicks off the wall, goes for the freestyle, the double tap of the wall, and he misses. So close. Figs setting up for a teammate, but no one's there. It's going to drop. It might. And it does. We go to overtime. Overtime, game 1. Pone goes up. Pone going for it off the rip, but he cannot get anything. Kubis going to take it right back. Both teams going for the slow dribble plays. And the nice midair touch by Leyden to keep it out of their own net in the danger zone. Passing play, Kubis keeps it out of George Washington's control and takes it off the wall, but he doesn't get a good tap on it. Pone will take that right back. Oh, and that goes sailing just over George Washington. Not a freestyle with the casual tap off the wall. Goes sailing just over Figs. And that's going to be game 1 for Leyden. Leyden takes game 1. We have plenty more left to go, though. So we're going to go into a game 2. Leyden taking a pretty tight but still solid game 1 victory. So, exciting first game, though. I'm actually really happy to see that both teams still keeping up the pressure that I'm used to seeing. And we're going to get right into it for game 2. So, will Leyden keep the presence they had in the second half? That's my interesting point here, is will they actually look to repeat that? Kubis goes up. Kubis goes off the ceiling. Cannot find anything out of it, and his teammates have to wrest control at the ground while Figs kicks it downfield towards the Leyden zone. Figs and Pone keeping it on the corner for Leyden, but not a freestyle trying to kick it out. Figs will not let that happen. Pone is right there, but they go sailing wide, and not a freestyler has to knock it in the air before George Washington brings it back down, and Sam gets the open net goal. The rotations were not there for Leyden, and George Washington takes a solid goal. Takeoff number 2 goes the way of George Washington. And Pone gonna go for the quick fake, and he gets read like a book by Not a Freestyle, knocking it out of the way. Teammate goes up, and Mini's bot cannot get full control like he wanted to, but he got it downfield. Pone will get something out of it, but nothing much. Not a Freestyler knocks it in the air and bumps it downfield, going straight underneath Figs. They're going for the goal, and it's going to be an open net, but Pone comes sailing in, and Leyden gets stopped. Pone going off the wall now. Gonna go for it with the dribble in the air, but Krubis stops him. Mini is bot. Going to go for it now. We're going for the air shot game this game. Both teams going for air dribbles. And neither of them really succeeding. Sam goes for the open net, and Figs with the cross hit. Amazing passing play to read them so well. Sam goes for the goal, but Figs actually stops them from blocking it by going for the redirect. Well played by George Washington. They're awake now. Mini uses Bottas to go up, but he gets stopped in midair and misses it, and Sam comes right in to capitalize. That's going to be a 3-0 lead quickly out in front for George Washington. Not a freestyler, going for what looks like a freestyle, and he gets blocked on the goal line. Pone takes it right back field, and what I'm amazed by for George Washington is the absolute speed of the rotations. They are getting it downfield so fast. Not a freestyler, and Leyden are trying to contest this. He has no boost in front. Pone will read it and get it off the wall immediately towards center field. Kubis has to stop it, bumps it back, but will not maintain control of it, and George Washington still has control of the ball. Sam will go for the hit and be just off target. Mini's bot is going to fight through traffic, but cannot get there in time and will not get the goal. Not a freestyle going up, but he cannot find it. And Pone and Figs keeping it in the zone. Absolute dominant control this game from George Washington. Nothing getting close to their net except for that. That was the first time they gotten close to the net the entire game. Figs sets up a good center downfield, and his teammate paves the way. Pone with the demos. George Washington with the goal. That's 4-0. Really well played. That's the kind of plays you like to see. Both teams making the best they can out of it. Kubis missing. Rare miss there. Pone will take the advantage right back. Set up for his teammate. The teammate will be a little bit late on that and cannot get it. Now Leyden has a chance. It's down the field, but they just get stopped immediately. Figs is not letting up the pressure on this one. And Leyden, not a freestyler, will take a nice dribble tap, but will not get the goal on that, unfortunately. And Sam and Pone going downfield. Figs the tap from behind, and the corner shot. He goes straight top bar and nails it. G-Wash woken up 5-0. 5-0 lead, convincing fashion. They are going to make it happen. Leyden. Okay. Thank you. Leyden getting control now. With Figs taking it right back. This 5-0 lead is really hard to pass, and now they're going for freestyles. Leyden going off the goal, but Figs will be on the wall, just hanging there like Spider-Man, trying to stop this. Mini's bot is going to take it up the wall, crossing center pass, but it's the centering for the wrong person, and Pone will stop it. Kubis, can he find anything either? No, he cannot. Mini's bot will try to go for it, but he can get kicked downfield immediately. Sam is there. Sam crosses the net, gets stopped, though. Amazing stop by Leyden. Leyden, sorry. Off the wall, set up for Pone. He's going to go for it. The dribble play, passing to Sam. Sam will be just a bit offside. And Leyden will have the chance. Mini is blocking with the dribble. Will get stopped in the goal line, though. This is more opportunities for George Washington. They're burning clock excellently. Not a freestyler, going for the freestyle play. And the excellent control on the ground, the dribbling plays were perfect. And Leyden gets on the board. Great job by Leyden. So, next kickoff goes the way of George Washington. They have pressure right in front of the Leyden net. Not a freestyler, cannot find it, but Figs is right there, but Mini's bot will go for the stop. They have control now, going down the field of the bump. George Washington using bumps in their favor. Not a freestyler and Mini's bot both going up for it. Maybe double committing a bit too hard, because Polo will take it right back down the field, passing for a teammate off the wall. Who's going to read it? The read from the backwards shot will not do well. Sam crossing to, oh my god, Mini's bot. Great play. And Figs and company, George Washington will take game number 2 over Leyden. And it drops just in the corner. G-Wash takes game 2. So, 1-1 now. 1-1. And I think with that pace, Leyden has to really wake up for game number 3. Because it is going to be a huge deal. If they get blown out like that again in game 3, I think game 4 is going to be much harder. Team swaps happening. Little few team mix up here and there. We're going to go into game number 3. And Mini's bot will go straight for the goal, and Leyden takes it. Mini's bot with a nice freestyle. Great job in the air control. Flips the car over, bumps it straight down. Well played. So, coming out of the gate hot is Leyden. And they will demo Pwn for the sins of going for the ball on the wall. Mini's bot, no boost to take this with, but gets bumped out of the way anyway, so he cannot get it. Not a freestyler. Will miss the defense, and Sam will pass his teammate Bakubis with a nice defense as well. Not a freestyler, has no boost, but it's in a setup for a teammate. And the teammate will take it. Mini's bot. Really well played, following this play. Reading the ball off the wall is the most important skill here, and they do it so well. That awkward bump off the corner is really tough. Not a freestyler, going for the insane aerial plays. Doesn't even need it. It drops straight in front of the net before Sam can stop it. Owen will not get anything out of that either. And now George Washington trying to fight for space in the Leyden zone. Up goes not a freestyler. Kicks it across the net. No teammates there to haul it in. But Mini's bot will go for it. Cannot find anything quite yet. Not a freestyler goes up again. Just bumping it across center field at this point. No one getting too close to the net, but I spoke too soon. Pwn going for the redirect. Redirects it downwards the wrong direction. Sam will not be able to make much out of it. Sam and Figs both caught out of position. Kubis is there. Kubis misses the touch. And Leyden has a chance because George Washington is out of position there. Sam cannot find anything, but the George Washington players kick it down towards their own zone, kicking it back out again, setting up for Figs off the wall. Round the roll he goes, crossing the net, but not a freestyle will stop it. Mini's bot will get control taken from immediately. George Washington ramping up the pace here rapidly. He'll go for the goal though. Open net. G-Wash caught in position. They had the wrong rotation. And there we go. Game number 3 is going very well. for Leyden. Getting his spot, cannot find it. He's gonna go to the zone though. And Mini's bot will not get control of it. This ball just bouncing in front of the George Washington net for quite some time, but not a freestyle kick it back down. G-Wash that position, and they have to rotate back for the passing play. Pass back from Kubis. Kubis will not be able to center it and take it in, and Pone getting the nice little stop. George Washington is getting caught out of rotations here pretty badly, actually. They're having a really hard time. Doesn't stop him, though, from trying. Kubis goes for it again and gets bumped away by Sam immediately. Sam right on top of it. Kubis not a freestyler going up the field. Huge cross field center. Will not find anyone besides George Washington. Minia's bot waiting for it to come down. Will not come down to him. And not a freestyler. Trying to keep control of it. Will not find anything. Not a freestyle going up. Gets a double commit, though, from Leyden. That's going to be really important if the George Washington guys can capitalize on it. They will not. Going to solo play down, let Leyden recover. Pone center a teammate, but it's the awkward pinch. And it goes towards Sam instead. Sam off the backboard, but Leyden will interrupt the pass. Interrupt that pass is a huge deal here. It stops G-Wash from being able to read it very well. The stop from Minia's bot. Pone gonna take it to the wrong side of the field, and it will be capitalized on, but it will be just the bar, except not a freestyle there to clean it up. Great job from Leyden. That was so painful. He hit the post. That would have been such a good goal. Picking it up is Sam. Still not find anything. And Leyden, with a solid 4-0 lead with 60 seconds left, will maintain control in front of their net. The demo coming in from George Washington will not stop Leyden from kicking it out. Now, G-Wash going to try for some hero plays here, but Minia's bot and not a freestyle are there just to clean it up immediately. Kubis going to set up for his teammates, going to go up the wall, but not find anything off it. Going for the really crazy aerial play and keep it out of George Washington's hands. 30 seconds left. This game is a lost cause now for George Washington. Off the backboard it goes, and the miss from Figs is going to be really tough to swallow. Sam trying to go for it, but not a freestyler shuts him down immediately. And to put a dagger in it, the passing play from Leyden, like they practiced it. Pass across the center to Kubis. Kubis takes it in for a casual 5-0 lead for Leyden. Both teams don't want the kickoff. That happens occasionally. Both teams go for the fake plays. But at the end of the day, that's going to be a 5-0 win. Oh, no! 5-1! 5-1! They had to give one away just for some charity. Kubis blowing the shutout. That's going to be a 5-1 win for Leyden, taking us into game number 4 soon. Leyden is up 2-1. That is not what you want to see sometimes. That is awkward. But I say Leyden have pretty good control here. It's actually going to come down now to which team wakes up going into the next game, because both teams have had their games to shine, and game 1 was so close. So, Game 4 underway now. George Washington has come back from a deficit now. They're down 2-1. Sam will miss the early kickoff attempt here. Pone taking it right up the field, but Leyden will stop it immediately. The demo in net, though, is important because it gives Fig an open net and the demo play. George Washington setting themselves up with a great demo to take a 1-0 lead in game number 4. Up we go, not a freestyler. Gonna take for an awesome freestyle play. Gets the reset, but will not get stopped by Sam. Pinch off the wall as Mini is bot going cross, and he will block the attempt going downfield. Up in the George Washington zone now is the ball, and not a freestyle goes upboard, bounces it off the wall themselves. Mini is bot trying to get control of it, and we're waiting for Leyden to make their move. They're just punching it towards the George Washington zone right now, not getting any real attempts on net. That's going to be an attempt on the field by George Washington. Figs has the open net, but gets stopped immediately by Kubis. Another attempt. Another stop by Mini is bot this time. Really well played by both teams right now. Very staunch defensive efforts. Having to fight for their lives in their own zone. No boost from Kubis, though. He is going to have no opportunity to stop this by just casually tapping it around. Not a freestyler will get mixed up here. The read off the wall will go to Mini's bot's way, and they will get control of it. No boost, though. George Washington very good at boost starting. Kubis and Mini's bot have no boost. No boost still for most of Leyden. Tossed in front of the net. It's going to be a huge opening if anyone can take it, but Pone will keep it away. Pone going up now. Won't find anything quite yet. It's going to give an opportunity to Leyden, who will kick it across the field. Not a freestyle, will get control of it. Bounce off the wall, get read by Pone, though. Has to read it again, and he will read it wrong. Mini's bot has to take the opportunity instead. And now Leyden's going for a rotation reset, and the casual bump by Pone puts it in massive danger, but no one will get there for it. Damn! Fast to the field, goes to the incredibly fast shot. Will miss, though. Give me an opportunity, not a freestyler who's going to, of course, nice little freestyle shot there just to kind of mess with them and take a 1-1 tie. Tied now. Up the wall goes Pone, going for the wide open net. That awkward double touch, but not a freestyle. Will get control back of it from his teammates, and Leyden will take it down the field. Oh, and Leyden has to barely carefully defend it from knocking it in their own net. Would have been so bad for them. Mini's bot will get control of this off the wall. The nice little casual touch to keep it down. And dribble it from the George Washington net, but no one's there to follow them. Mini's bot goes up the field. Nothing doing. And right now, George Washington keeping it in front of the net of Leyden. But amazing defense by Leyden. Kubis there with another great stop. I want to see the number of saves after game to see who has all of them, because there's been so many saves so far. Figs going for it. Cannot bring it down. And Pone will take the opportunity now to put it across the net. Won't find it either. It's being very close right now. Sam has an opportunity. Open net, double touch opportunity, and he takes it. That is such a hard shot to defend. You have to challenge them before they get the second touch. You cannot challenge them once it's off the wall. You have to challenge them early, and right there, Mini's bot could not get there fast enough. Not a freestyler. Going up for it. Oh, get the nice little touches. and bumps his way in. Great job from not a freestyler to make a really good play happen. Two now. 1 minute left in game number 4. If Leyden wins this, that's the series. Mini is bot, taking up the wall, but not a freestyler will be backing them up as Kubus pushes forward, gets blocked. Sam going with the freestyle play. No one's there for it. Oh my god, not a freestyler with the casual touch, the little bump, and the bump back. Actually, they get bumped by their own teammates. George Washington, the back foot now. Mini is bot, misses it. And going back and forth across center field. Who will get control of this at this point? It is such a tight game. That's a double commit from Leyden. Mini's bot was going to challenge but not be there for it. Not a freestyler going to go for the high-flying play. So Mini's bot will not go for it. Kubus misses the touch, will not be centered. Figs has opportunity. And it goes just off the post. George Washington getting robbed, but Pone will make sure they don't. Well played. So they have 8 seconds left. I mean, Leyden can do it. So it requires some hero plays. Those hero plays looking ever slower by the minute. That's going to be it. Game number 4 is done. We're going to a game 5. Mr. Producer Man, are we allowed to play Silver Scrapes? Can you play Silver Scrapes? Damn it. Okay. Whatever. Well, just let it happen. So, game number 5 underway. Producer? Thank you. Game number 5. Let's make it happen. So, game 5 was close. So I'm interested to see if game 6 will be more of the same. Okay, sorry, game 4 was close. Game 5 is getting close. I'm close, whatever. Mini is bot, taking some boost and getting control across the center field, but Pone will kick it over his head. Kubus has to get control of it, and he will not find it. There's going to be an opportunity to George Washington. Open net, but they will not take it. Not a freestyle going for the casual little bump. Will not find anything. Go for the pinch, and he'll miss as well. Pone excellently playing keep away. Not a freestyler. Going for a freestyle off the ceiling. The demo from Figs. And the demo from Pone. Great job by George Washington keeping control of the ball. But it won't matter because not a freestyler taking matters into their own hands. Well played. So, 1-0 goal. Leyden is ready. Kubus takes it up the wall, kicks across center field, will not run out of boost though, will not get there in time. Not a freestyler, no boost as well. Has to go find boost and will not get it, so they have to go back downfield for the rotation. Kubus has to pick it up, Kubus will miss, and the dribble by Pone excellently getting around them. Defense from not a freestyler is on point though. Kubus stopping them where they stood. Mini is bot. Cannot get anything going downfield. Not a freestyle as well going for it. Mini is bot. Gonna have the boost again. Punches it in, but right there in time is Figs and Kubus, and not a freestyle have to go back for the goal to guard it. Sam going up for it. Kubus will make the stop though. And well played so far at both teams, making it a very tight Game 5. Pone making a run at it now, off the ceiling, going for the play, but both Not a Freestyler and Minia's Bot commit to it to try to stop it. Kubis going to take it downfield now with the open net. Not a Freestyler will be there in time, and bouncing off the back of the net is he. Miss from Figs, pretty rare, but George Washington will still maintain control of it. Kubis taking it downfield, but Sam will be right there for the stop. Minia's Bot cannot be in the right position and will overshoot it, giving control back to George Washington. Sam with the amazing play to pass to George Washington. Such a tight game right now. 2 minutes left, the passing play. That's a very hard angle to hit. That is such a rare shot for anyone to actually hit. Up goes Not a Freestyler. They will not come down with it, though. Off the corner, playing wall ball now. Corner ball still in effect. I love corner ball. It's so much fun. Kubis will try to keep away from George Washington, reading the ball off the wall. And double commit from Leyden. They're getting kind of antsy. Demo from Pone. This is an opportunity for George Washington, and they're going to take it. That's going to be a goal for Figs, and George Washington taking the lead in Game 5. Well played from George Washington. Making their own space. That's the important part of it. They're making their own space. Minia's Bot goes up for it. Can't find it, though. And Sam and Figs chasing down the field, trying to get Leyden out of position. Not a Freestyler will not get the dribble downfield. Not Minia's Bot has to go retrieve it. And George Washington putting on all the pressure. 1 minute left. 1 goal down is Leyden. They can still take this. A huge uphill climb, though. This 1 goal has to matter. And both teams just wildly whiffing past it. And the passing play. The absolute passing play from Leyden to take us to a 2-2 tie in game number 5. Well played. The passes are on point. Across the field goes Figs the ball, but Kubis will be there. Gets stopped. Minia's Bot has the opportunity. He has only 12 boosts, though. He has to use it very wisely. For the dribble play, kicks it up for a teammate to grab, but no one is there in time. Not a Freestyler going to go back up the field. We have 30 seconds left, and Kubis will take it down the field again. Minia's Bot will go for the block, and he goes to post. He gets the amazing block, but posts it. Sam and Minia's Bot both going with the ball. They both miss. Sam off the top, gonna dunk it down for a teammate, but no one is there to take it. Both of the George Washington teammates backing off. Not a Freestyler, and both teams playing so passively now. Playing not to lose, you gotta play to win here. And that's the play to win right there. Kubis going up for it. Both teams want the overtime to happen, and they'll get it. Come on, someone has to go for those. You can't just let those drop. But nonetheless, kickoff is gonna go in favor of Not a Freestyle, going for the freestyle play with the reset. Gets bumped down. Kubis has to go for the stop, and Kubis gets it. Minia's Bot off the corner. Centered for a teammate. Kubis is there, centering for Not a Freestyle. Not a Freestyle takes it off the wall, but gets stopped by Sam. Figs going off the open net. But Kubis is there for the stop. Leyden putting on a defensive showcase here. Figs can't get it either. Open net, but the double stop from Leyden. Minia's Bot is respawned. Minia's Bot will go for the stop and get it. Not a Freestyler next. He will not get it. Figs going for the tap. The double touch, but he's out of boost. Leyden just trying to struggle to buy himself some space, and now they have it. Not a Freestyler going for the play. The double touch, and he misses. Kubis sets it up for Minia's Bot. Minia's Bot can set this. The touch will come in, but will not land. Over the top is Mini as bot. And George Washington now fighting for their zone. Not a freestyle. Got to take it off the top ropes. The double tap. You will get stopped by Figs. My neighbors must hate me right now. Own. Cannot find it. Set up for Leyden, but they cannot get it either. Amazing plays from both teams right now. But Leyden just really pressuring right now with not a freestyler. Mini as bot. Wrestling for control on the ground. Minimal boost, just car maneuvering. It's all it is. We're going into minute number 2 of overtime. It could be over, though. That's the off-the-ceiling shot, and it gets blocked by not a freestyler from nowhere. Mini's bot cannot get control at the corner. Gotta set up for Figs. Figs gotta go for it again. The over-the-top play. And it's set across the net very dangerously, but not a freestyle, but he gets control of it again. Full boost now. Not a freestyle has all the opportunities, but he gets stopped. Mini's bot, not a freestyle, loses his life. And the stop from Kubis, the double backup, is important there. Figs gets bumped away with his own teammate. 2.5 minutes into overtime. Sam cannot get it. Both teams refusing to budge an inch. I wouldn't have a Game 5 any other way. Let's have a casually triple in. And Sam will score by the amazing demos of George Washington High School. The demo plays. Oh my god, they made their own space. And space they found. Game number 5 goes to George Washington High School, and that's the series. Pone, you don't go mean in chat. Man. Well, GG's well played. Leyden, you put on a hell of a show. It's going to go to George Washington High School. That's going to be it for us today. We will look forward to you guys when we hit the broadcast on Friday, tomorrow, with a special edition live from Illinois Wesleyan with Overwatch match Springfield versus Naperville North High School. See you guys tomorrow.